guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. A massive M8 solar flare just erupted, triggering a huge solar tsunami across the sun's surface. Once again, this blast came from the Earth-facing side, meaning the energy is headed our way. It's heading towards Earth. At the same time, there was a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck between Alaska and Canadian border. All right, so if you guys want to check out that earthquake video, that link will be in the comments box. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Guys, I mentioned this over my other channels. We have very close friends that are struggling right now. They need prayers. They live up in Maine, and the husband just lost, well, he was laid off. And so he's looking for another job, and he's trying to look for a job ASAP. But if you can, please pray for them. And if you guys want to help and support them, we do have the Cash App or PayPal, $2, $3, $5. I mean, we're trying to reach at least 150, maybe 200, so that way they could get some grocery foods and stuff. But again, they going through tough times right now. And he was in an accident, really bad accident. He almost passed away, but he survived. But he's still working. He's 59 or 60 years old, and so he's still working. He's still providing for his loved ones. But he lost his job. So if you guys want to help out, the link will be in the comments box, the Cash App link and the PayPal. Thank you so much, guys. So just looking at this picture, this is not good news. Absolutely not good news. When that happened, the earthquake also happened. It just, I'm not saying it came from the sun, but it just, there will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, earthquakes in various places. Strong M8.1 solar flare erupts from geo-affected region. 4,299 producing fast coronal mass ejection. A strong solar flare measuring M8.1 erupted from active region 4,299 at 2039 UTC on December the 6th, 2025. The event started at 2029 and ended at 2049 UTC time. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. The sun has been blasting. I mean, we're talking about some crazy coronal mass ejection. And it goes to tell you that we are definitely in the right time of Bible prophecy. You got nations talking about peace. You got a man that calls himself a peacemaker. And again, we see a lot of this stuff happening, and it's not looking good. Absolutely not looking good. Excuse me, guys. A Type 2 radio emission with an estimated velocity of 1,143 kilometers/s was associated with the event, suggesting a coronal mass ejection was produced during the event. In addition, a 10-centimeter radio burst lasting 4 minutes and with a peak flux of 1,100 SFU was registered from 2035 to 2039 UTC. A 10 CN radio burst indicates that the electromagnetic burst associated with a solar flare at the 10-centimeter wavelength was doubled or greater than the initial 10-centimeter radio background. Man. This can be indicative of significant radio noise in association with a solar flare. This noise is generally short-lived but can cause interference for sensitive receivers, including radar, GPS, and satellite communications. Here's another picture. Region 4299 is located in a geoeffective position, suggesting coronal mass ejections produced by it are likely to be Earth directed. Oh man, that looks really bad. I mean, you compare our planet to one of these black spots. Our planet is like a little tiny sand compared to these big spots. Those spots are massive. I mean, it looks small in that picture. In real life, it is massive. It's like 10 times bigger than planet Earth. It says here, the region has a beta delta magnetic configuration and is capable of producing more strong eruptions on the sun. Earth-directed coronal mass ejection from this region are likely in the days ahead. It says here, SWPC forecaster call for a 70% chance of M and a 15% chance of X-class solar flare through December the 8th. Look out. There's going to be another one. Another blast of a solar flare that's heading towards Earth. Now, I want to read this one too, guys. End Time Headlines just posted this not too long ago. Many of you are not aware, but yeah, I want to bring this one up. Man, look at this. I mean, that looks brutal. Man. Wow. So the sun continues to awaken as powerful X-class solar flare recently knocked out radio signals across Australia. Now, this happened a few days ago, but the one that I just read to you, that happened about 2 hours ago. So we are definitely going to see another one. There's a possibility Australia might see something again, or possibly the continent of Africa. On December 1st, 2025, the sun unleashed a powerful X-class solar flare. Well, we're about to see, well, I think there was an X-class today, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe experts is going to put it at an X-class solar flare. The strongest category of solar eruption, briefly knocking out radio communications across parts of Australia. The event peaked at 3:10 a.m. Eastern Time, originating from active regions 3664 near the sun's southeast limb, classified as an X 1.1 flare. It released intense X-ray and ultraviolet radiation, traveling to Earth at a light speed and ionizing the upper atmosphere. Within 10 minutes, the flare triggered a shockwave radio blackout over Australia, disrupting high-frequency signals for aviators, mariners, and ham radio operators. The fade-out lasted about 10 to 15 minutes, affecting regions from Perth to Sydney, and no widespread power outages or other disruption occurred. Now, NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory captured the solar flare's brilliance. A related coronal mass ejection may follow, potentially sparking auroras or geomagnetic storms in the coming days. High-energy particles could endanger satellites and astronauts, though none were reported. All right, so we are definitely seeing the signs of the heavens. All right, so give me a second here. Let me go back on X really quick. I want to take it back on X. Okay, so big shout out to Michael, Mr. MBB 333 says solar tsunamis like this often mean more flares can follow. Stay tuned. Watching this region closely. So this is the latest one. Whoops. That is huge. That is, again, that's almost bigger than the sun. Wow. All right, guys. I want to take you to the earthquake really quick and see what's going on with the Alaska earthquake. We have reviewed a magnitude, it's a 7.0 by the way, that occurred at 11:41 a.m. Alaska time. This event was located 57 miles northeast of Yakutat and 3 miles deep. Now, this event was felt throughout southeastern and south central Alaska. The National Tsunami Warning Center announced there is not a tsunami expected from this event. That is one of the latest updates when it comes to the earthquake. Here's another one when it comes to solar flare. A moderate R2 radio blackout in progress. This is happening in the Americas, South America, and you got Antarctica going on. Yeah, so give me a second here. Okay, so once again, it's a 7.0 and it struck right there. Now, this location is very important, guys, because this is where one of the active fault lines is located. And we don't want to see something like that happening in this fault line, which could lead to, worst case scenario, another monstrous megaquake. Let me take you to the USGS earthquake map and see if there's any more. Yep, we have some more aftershocks going on right now. There's some aftershocks here. You got a 3.8, that's one. A 3.9. A 3.9. Yeah, so, I mean, all this is happening now. It was a 7.0 magnitude earthquake, 10 kilometers deep. All right, so let me see if there's any more updates here, guys. And please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for your support. So you have an AR2499 formerly, I'm going to skip all these numbers, is back in force, producing an eruptive M8.1 flare from a central disk position. The coronal mass ejection launched with it appears to be Earth-directed. Yeah, so basically what you're looking at right now is Earth looking at that monster. And that monster is going to blow something towards us. It's like a big sneeze. Achoo! And boy, you better run. That's what it is. It's like the sun is sneezing. The sun has some kind of virus. Here's another picture of the sun. Excuse me, guys. Looks impressive. in stereo A saw two images. All right, so I'm just going to skip the rest of this here. But we're going to keep you updated with this news here, guys. So once again, the sun erupts. Earth sees a 7.0 magnitude. And again, it has nothing to do with the sun, but we are definitely seeing wars, earthquake, and signs of the sun all happening today. Yes, there is peace talk going on today in Miami. They're trying to end this war. But scripture says there will be wars, and many, many wars. In the sun, there will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, and there will be earthquakes in various places. We are seeing it, living it, and witnessing Bible prophecy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Till next time later. Peace.